Today we have a very exciting video. We're gonna talk about JACQUEMUS marketing. JACQUEMUS has one of the best marketing today, and I think I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Thought this video will be really interesting just to go over some of JACQUEMUS' best marketing moments, try to break them down, analyze them, why they have worked so well, plus see the impact that they had. JACQUEMUS marketing always generates buzz and media attention. It's impactful and often goes viral. So I will discuss what makes their marketing so good. I will go over some specific examples, as I mentioned, and for others, I will talk more generally. So JACQUEMUS marketing is so special because it is centered around storytelling and it doesn't rely on a specific type of marketing. Instead, it uses a mix of experiential, emotional, and immersive interactive marketing. But before I go any further, welcome to The Juice, a segment where I talk about various business and marketing related topics of the brands we love. So if this type of content interests you, you might as well like, subscribe, and or share. So let's start. If we want to discuss JACQUEMUS marketing, we have to talk about the brand's beginnings, about how it all started, because in my opinion, it tells so much about the brand. This moment really set the tone for what the brand will go on to do in the following years, which is doing non-conventional marketing. In 2011, Simon organized a strike outside of the Dior store in Avenue Montaigne, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, during Vogue's fashion night out. Models chanted "La mode, la mode, la mode."
C'est opening ceremony, vous me trouvez ouvrière en couleur.
This type of marketing is called guerrilla marketing, and it's all about using unconventional tactics to evoke a strong emotional response in consumers. So most of them involve direct interaction with people. These are often more experiential, like street performances, public installations, and or experiential events. They are also often low cost with high exposition, visibility, and maximizing profits, depending on the goal. They often rely on creativity mainly. So JACQUEMUS' specialty is precisely this, or will become this in the following years. In this way, Simon made the brand impossible to ignore. That's why I love about this brand. JACQUEMUS sets its own rules, and this is definitely the perfect example. Now moving on to another very special moment. I've always thought the JACQUEMUS fashion shows serve as a marketing tool. They are viral sensations and generate a lot of social media buzz. They are location-based and very exclusive, not in places where other brands have their shows. So JACQUEMUS really reimagined the fashion show. It questioned what it is, what it can be, what it should be. The most notable one, this is a personal opinion, the Lavender Fields show. But why is this show so important? This is a perfect example of good storytelling. JACQUEMUS shared in an interview that he searched for the perfect fields. He wanted a 360 world, so people could really feel immersed in the JACQUEMUS world, in the fields. So apart from this location being visually stunning, the fields symbolize or signify a deep connection to him. They are very close from the place where he grew up in, and he was also celebrating a very special moment, which was the 10th anniversary of his brand. So, some facts about the show. The show featured both menswear and womenswear for the first time. It was as a celebration for the 10th anniversary, which I mentioned earlier, and the show was inspired by a David Hockney painting, I believe. So the brand has had many other notable shows like Le Chuchu, which took place in Versailles, and La Casa, which took place in Casa Malaparte in Capri, Italy. JACQUEMUS shows have become a cultural phenomenon. They are major events in the fashion world. They are highly anticipated, with fans always eager to see what the brand comes up with next. Months and even years pass, like in this case, and people are still talking about them. For instance, this show happened in 2019. So the shows generate a lot of brand awareness and make the brand really visible. So just what I was talking about earlier, this is another perfect example of how JACQUEMUS creates his own world with its own rules. These shows receive a ton of coverage, both from the official uploads by the brand on Instagram and YouTube, and from fans who repost and share clips and posts on social media. So the brand shares on its official Instagram some short films about every of their shows, and most of them have over 1 million views. Its latest show had 12.8 million views on Instagram, Le Chuchu, which was the show in Versailles, 11.8 million views, La Casa with 5.5 million views, L'Amour with 2.7 million views, and Le Splash, which was its show in Hawaii, with 1.6 million views. Now moving on to one of the most viral and iconic moments of JACQUEMUS, an 8-second video of giant Le Bambino bags taking over the streets of Paris. This moment went completely viral. I remember seeing it everywhere. I believe it was originally posted on Instagram and TikTok, but I saw it even on Twitter. So Simon recalls coming to the office one day and saying, "Guys, can we have a bag rolling in the streets?" Someone in the office said that it looked cheap, but he liked it, and ultimately he went with it. So this is really important for entrepreneurs. Sometimes just following your instinct is all it takes. This moment blurred the line between the real and the fantasy. It was created using CGI, but it had people debating in the comments whether it was real or fake. So this is also really important, not just creating content that captures people's attention, something that generates discourse and that forces people to interact with it. And a year later, this was recreated in real life. So as of today, the original video has 48.8 million views and over 2 million likes on Instagram. So I'm pretty sure this is the most viewed post on their account and the most liked. I also wanted to show some Google Trends results that I found. This video was posted on April 5th of 2023, which is the exact date. So we can see a spike in searches for the term JACQUEMUS bag from April 2 to the 8th. So another very memorable moment in JACQUEMUS marketing was the toast invitation. And honestly, all of their invitations, I think they are really cool and creative. So the toast invitation was for its pop-up in 2023, and it consisted of a piece of toast with the JACQUEMUS logo imprinted, a butter knife and butter, also with the JACQUEMUS logo, obviously. So this isn't only the only instance where the brand has used food. We have seen JACQUEMUS incorporate food into its marketing in other very creative moments. For example, also loaves of bread for an invitation. Just as with their Instagram account, the world of JACQUEMUS permeates and splashes to their show invites, and this really keeps the world of JACQUEMUS alive. So JACQUEMUS marketing works so well because the world of JACQUEMUS transcends its clothes, its shows, its stores, and social media. Some other iconic invitations include a mini Le Chiquito bag as invitation for the 2019-20 winter show, sunscreen tubes as invites for the Lavender Fields show, and a pack of letter pasta that people could actually cook as invitation for its pop-up store in Portofino. So my favorite marketing moments are whenever I see Simon pop up on their Instagram or on their TikTok. I love seeing photos of Simon with his bags and other of his creations and just him talking about them. Like other brands, JACQUEMUS often relies on celebrities and relevant figures as spokespersons for the brand, but its main spokesperson is obviously Simon. And that's exactly what brings authenticity to the brand. And you can tell that he just loves his work. You can feel it, he just transmits that energy. This type of content is really exciting to see. It feels like you're seeing things behind the scenes. It now has become extremely popular, even essential when launching a brand. So we often see founders on TikTok posting about their journey and sharing their story. That's why founder-led marketing is so important and so powerful, because it allows you to establish a deep connection with people. And it's a great way of building a storytelling, since so much of Simon is reflected in the brand. From how he became a global sensation, his story, to his influences like the south of France, his mother, his personality, and all of the things he loves. And finally, we have to talk about its most recent viral moment, the Winter Retreat campaign starring Gen Z ambassador Alex Consani. I absolutely love this, and not just me. It was the second most liked photo of the year with over 300,000 likes. In the campaign, we can see Consani being covered in cucumbers by robots. It's dramatic and totally JACQUEMUS. Also, a scarf powered by some fans travels across the room and wraps effortlessly around Consani's neck, giving it a very magical feel. In another video, Alex is in a room full of lit candles, grabs one, and blows it out. And suddenly, all the other candles in the room extinguish at once, creating a very surreal moment. At times, it feels like the collection has a life of its own and changes narratives of who is subject and object. The artist behind this campaign is Lisa Jahovic. She's a multidisciplinary artist, and one of her defining characteristics is giving life to inanimate objects. This is not the first time that the artist works for the brand, and she has also worked for other very relevant brands like Zara, Loewe, Hermes, and Adidas. So this campaign has a very surrealist feel, which fits perfectly with a trend we're seeing in marketing right now, which is escapism. And also, one thing that almost all of these moments that I mentioned have in common is this dreamlike and surrealist feel. So when I found this article by Vogue Business, JACQUEMUS instantly came to my mind, especially this latest campaign, which was mentioned along with other of their CGI campaigns. But why escapism? During the millennial era, authenticity dominated. Brands wanted to appear as relatable, real, and down to earth as possible. But now, people are getting tired of relatability. They want a spectacle, fantasy, alternate world which they can touch and feel. That's why universe building has become so popular among brands these days, crafting and creating worlds where we can escape. Even books like A Court of Thorns and Fourth Wing saw a rising popularity last year, becoming bestsellers. But what do you think of this trend? Do you like it? Do you think it would last? JACQUEMUS marketing works because it extends the world of JACQUEMUS. Everything functions as part of their marketing strategy. Its clothes, its shows, its stores, its social media, all being extremely cohesive. And one more thing I would like to mention is that I love that their social media isn't overly saturated. Their content is carefully curated and highly impactful. They choose quality over quantity over and over again. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this video. And if you have any other content ideas, please let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that we can see each other really soon.